What's good? What's goody? See, they have pretty interesting day. I would say the very least, pretty interesting day. Let me drink some water. Water. Already made my analysis, so yeah, I'm just looking at higher prices here. Yeah, but it looks like a weird range. I would want to see price come here. This is my criteria for the geo trade, or looking to continue buys towards this previous daily high. And overall, on the higher time frame, I'm targeting this order block. This order block is very, very, very dangerous, so we gotta be careful at it. Very, very dangerous. But look, we're printing the 1 hour gap. 50-minute gap, not really, but I'm still waiting for price there. I would like AU for some buys here. Looks really good, really strong because of the 4 hour. 1 second, let me do something. It looks very good because of the 4 hour really strong sweep here, really strong rebalance, and we're just looking like we're dwelling higher. So yeah, I would have liked to target these equal highs, but we look like we already had a lot of momentum already in the market. So let me go, where's the normal one? Gray. Okay, so price coming here, but even if it comes here, we need to see some sort of price action that kind of confirms. Yeah, gold yesterday was kind of gross. This was where I traded, got stopped out, price failed, manipulated, had a massive reaction, then price again came to sweep this low and then reacted higher. So maybe I should have been a bit more aware of these. When we sweep lows pre-New York, they usually don't really hold. This was the case. We come back, sweep this low, and then we react higher. This was the entry right here. Pretty good entry to be targeting that high with a 3.8. My idea was valid, just that we got stopped out because yeah, this low looked weak, so we should have probably waited for it to get swept because we also had a lot of resistance on the high. So but yeah, I also like this area a lot on AU, but I would have liked to see it get mitigated before we start displacing higher. Gold also looks decent on going higher, but I'm not sure I want to be trading this. Overall, I'm looking at Euro. I'm looking for shorts. Actually, we have this really good buy side liquidity level to look for some shorts here. I don't really expect long-term runs because we had a very, very weak rebalance, so this can be a really good raid Asia here. To keep targeting lower ranges pre-balance, we should have an easy way to deliver lower, but we gotta really be careful because we're trading 1 minute, so probably gonna wait for a 50-minute gap, right? Yesterday I lost a very big amount of the account because I started forcing trades like an idiot, and yeah, I just kind of had a realization to the point where, bro, what am I doing, right? The account balance is now $30, bro. Like, I've been trolling a lot, and yesterday I forced a lot of trades because I don't know, I got bored in a sense, and I realized, like, what am I doing, bro? Like, what am I doing? It's time to generally lock in and keep execution constant, right? This is how you're gonna turn profitable, by keeping your execution constant. There's no in between, bro. That's what I realized, right? When am I gonna stop the loop, taking those stupid trades and yeah, trading well for 2 days, then giving all the profit back the next few days. So it's about just being consistent right now. Because you gotta stop the loop, right? You gotta stop the loop. Like, we already know that for us to turn profitable, all we gotta do is stay consistent and really commit to one way of trading and really, really hold that consistent execution. That's about it. And holding it for long enough time for it for your equity curve to start catching some momentum. To be honest, it's really simple in its core. It's not hard when you think about it. All you have to do is stick to your rules. But the problem is, we have all these emotions in our mind can really slip off the things we're supposed to do really easily, because it's very easy to get distracted nowadays, and kind of the fact that you need to be consistent kind of slip your mind. So now what I'm doing every single day from now on, I don't care if the account is small, I want to prove to myself a thing that I already knew, that I can be consistent. And how I'm gonna do it is by legitimately focusing on consistency every single day, from the moment I wake up till the moment I go to sleep. That's how I'm gonna turn profitable. I already said this a lot of times until now, but I'm just tired of I don't know, I want to break the loop of inconsistent execution basically, because it's kind of time, you know what I mean? It's time to stop that shit, because like this life is never gonna change if I keep falling off my execution. If I keep forcing trades, I just have to remember when I'm about to make a decision, that's all the decision is gonna stall profitability from coming. So it's about really having a consistent execution every single day, no doubts, every single day. Because one day, right, one day of bad execution or emotional execution can sweep out 3 days of profits. Yeah, that's simple. That's how damaging it can be. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. I'm gonna, from the moment I wake up, I'm not gonna scroll social media. I'm not gonna get distracted every single time. Every single day, I'm gonna keep consistency in my mind, consistency in the process, in my routine, in taking the best decision. Most importantly, right? Most importantly, taking the best decisions every single day. Trading only valid setups. Right here, for example, it's not really valid. We only have buy sell liquidity taken, so we need to wait for kind of gap lower for us to to be trading the sells on yeah, on Europe. But it looks like price is just kind of dwelling higher. I do like how this gap is looking. This is a valid setup already. Slightly risky because of the buy sell liquidity taken, but I would still say we should be easily drawn higher in a case like this. But even like that, we definitely need to see some structure here. We need to see some equal lows, then we sweep the equal lows, then we have, like, we had a similar setup I think last week. So right now I'm really focusing on being consistent every single day. Like how I broke even for so much time is because I used to have 2 days of good execution, then the rest of the days I would lose focus from consistency, and I would start, yeah, taking stupid trades in a sense. And I'm done with doing that, really. So I'm really gonna focus on being a lot of consistent. I don't know if I want to be trading necessarily in conditions like this, right? We're in a big ass consolidation. We look like we're gonna leave. Had a strong rebalance here, strong gap. We look like we're gonna leave. I just don't know if I want to trade in low probability conditions. We have a really good low here for potential to be swept, but I'm not sure I want to be trading something like that, right? So that's all I'm focusing on: consistency on my social media, on everything I'm doing, on my analysis, on my breakdowns, right? Consistent. That's all that is going through my head every single day from now on. Is if you don't that's the only problem why we can reach a point where we're not consistent, right? We slip off the path because we can lose focus. We lose focus of the thing that we're trying to do. That's the oh my god. That's the only way we cannot be consistent, if we lose focus. But if you maintain that focus and you're really focused every single day on being consistent, there's no way you cannot be consistent, right? For me, discipline is not a problem, right? Because I already did those routines that I'm trying to do for a long time. It's just that most of the times I lose focus. I lose focus of the thing of staying consistent and of the habits I'm trying to do, and my brain just naturally defaults to old habits, or just being lazy or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So we all know, right? We all know that this is what profitability takes. This is the trade-off, right? For a life of freedom, funny enough, you have to be disciplined. It's kind of contradicting, but this is the reality of how you can actually reach profitability. Is about committing to one single way of trading and removing decision making. Okay, I'm not gonna trade anywhere else. I know there's gonna be trades I miss. I know there's gonna be times when I'm gonna feel like I want to trade. I know there's gonna be times when there's not gonna be trades, but I'm just committing every single day to taking that best decision. That was my problem, because I'm a really good trader, right? I'm a really good trader. It's not the problem of skill anymore. It's the problem of staying consistent and being that really good trader every single day, and not getting drifted into stupid trades or into these emotions or all these things that can happen, right? That's the only thing that I basically need to do. Just stay consistent, no matter if the account is small, right? I don't care about the account. I want to show and prove to myself what I've always knew, that I can be consistent, right? Every single day. This was what this locked in trading was about, but again, it just slipped my mind. I forgot about it, that this live streams were meant to show that, or meant to be kind of movement to lock in and really be consistent. That was what it was all about, to finally commit, right? It's finally staying consistent. It's in my description, but I just forgot about it in a sense, right? It just slipped my mind. Got focused on all the on profits, on whatever, and just kind of lost sight of the bigger picture, which is what we're trying to do, is staying consistent, right? And right here, okay, does it look like it's gonna go? Sure, but does that mean I'm gonna trade? No. If there's no trade, there's no trade. There's no need to be forcing anything, right? We have to consistently take the good opportunities, the good trades. That's where profitability comes from, and it's a thing I always knew, and it comes from a bit of structure. You cannot trade it fully intuitively, not now. So now even the account is small, even if the account is $30 right now, or we lost half of the balance, it's time that I show I can be consistent. I don't care about the results. I only care about me being consistent with my shorts, with my routine, with my analysis, with my decision making and trading, deciding to skip bad trades on a consistent basis and take only good ones. That's how you reach profitability. This is the price you have to pay to reach profitability. There's no in between at the end of the day. There's no in between. You just gotta be there on a consistent basis. Here I'm just gonna wait for a 50-minute VG. That's the only way I'm gonna trade. I do like these equal lows here, so we have a really good potential trade, but it's just way too risky to be just straight off shorting, right? I need a 50-minute gap to confirm that we're holding version 10 from the high. Like this, taking entries on the 1 minute is extremely fucking risky. I would have taken it if I would have had some equal lows or some internal liquidity that I would be confident in to retrace towards. But like this is just way too risky, so we're not gonna do that, right? That's just about it, just being consistent, that's all. And I'm not gonna escape it in my mind. Every time I'm waking up, I'm saying to myself, I am consistent. I put my focus on what truly matters, which is staying consistent in everything I do, right? Because this is the reality. And yeah, that's the thing we all struggle with, because in theory it's easy, but it's so easy also to slip from staying consistent. Because in our day we have so many distractions. We have so many distractions, so many things that are there to potentially push us off the path, right? There's so many things, and in trading why it's hard is because there's an endless sea of opportunity right in front of you. There's an endless opportunities in the market, but you have to be disciplined and restrain yourself to only take the good trades that align with your skill. That's the hard part, and that's the hard part on doing it every single day. Like every single day, no skip days, bro. That's what is the hard part. Every single day, no skip days. No skip day, that doesn't exist. Once you skip a day, it's gonna spiral into bad trading for the next 2-3 weeks until you lock in again. That's the reality. We all gotta be consistent. That's how we reach profitability. Now it's kind of time. It was time. I was so ready for a long time to be profitable, bro. My skill is really good, but I never truly committed to staying consistent in my execution, right? I always got like that shiny object syndrome. I always wanted more from my strategy. I always wanted to take every single trade. I always wanted to do that, and that this single thing, me getting distracted, would end up me breaking even or just stalling my profitability. I've been basically stalling my profitability for about 1 year now because I haven't truly committed to sticking to one way of trading and really fully focusing on it, right? In a sense. That's all it comes down to at the end of the day, really focusing. And it comes from focus, because first step is awareness, then the second step is actually pushing yourself in the discipline, and that's pretty much it. It all starts with awareness and having that focus in your mind. Every single day when at least that's what I'm gonna do, when I'm gonna step in the charts, I'm gonna have the awareness, and my focus is gonna be placed on being consistent every single day, no day skip, until it becomes a habit. That's what's the hard part, because the hardest part is that those first 2 months, 2-3 months, right? After you do that, after you stay consistent 2-3 months, that's gonna become a habit, and it's gonna be the default thing or default state for you to do things. That's the thing, right? It's gonna become your default state. But yeah, this looks like we're not gonna have a trade, but we gonna see. Not still waiting on this. The only goal, realistically, the only goal. Let's see what DAX is doing. UK, pretty bullish here. DAX already sweep this low. This was probably a great London. Was not in London, but yeah, that's what it all comes down to. truly being consistent. We all know that that's what we gotta do. That's the thing we gotta do. But it's just, when are you truly commit, right? We stay consistent. We have that urge, that motivation when we start. Okay, I'm being consistent. I'm being consistent. You start being consistent, then you lose focus of that thing, and then you start drifting, right? That's why it's hard, because you can drift so easily when an endless sea of opportunity shows. When you take a bad trade, you get stopped out, you can let these emotions make you slip into, again, breaking your strategy or breaking your rules. It's so fucking easy to get drifted. That's why trading is hard, because it requires consistency. Like, you cannot really expect consistent profitability without a consistent execution, without consistent habits, without consistent decision making, right? You cannot expect your equity curve to keep growing over 200 trades if you keep changing your strategy, or if you keep executing differently every single day. You need your execution to be constant. That's the thing. Like, it's not complicated in the formula, but the hard part is actually doing it. That's the hard part, doing it, right? And the biggest problem is losing focus of it, because if you lose focus, you're not gonna do it. But you have to be focused every single day on the thing you want to achieve, right? From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. For example, let's say your goal is to eat healthy and become shredded. So from the moment you wake up, that's what you think about. Okay, today I'm doing this, I'm eating healthy, I'm doing my workouts, I'm getting shredded. Every single day to the moment you go to sleep, that's gonna be in your mind. That's how you're gonna start doing those things. If you lose focus of it, you're just gonna default to to old habits and doing the things the old ways, which is eating chocolate, eating chips. If you lose focus, that's the hard part. You have to keep it in your mind for at least 2-3 months until that becomes your baseline or your natural way of doing things, right? That's the really hard part. That's what I realized, right? It's all about consistency. Something I knew all along now, but I had that initial run for like 1 week, 2 weeks, let's say, of consistency, but then I would just lose focus and default to, I don't know, taking gamble trades or whatever. But for you to be profitable, if you keep it at every single hour of the day in your mind that you want to be consistent, and you should be consistent, and you want to be consistent, it's very unlikely you're not gonna do it, especially if you're already used to doing this certain habits. For example, for me, I want to meditate every single day. I want to make my pre-market analysis. I want to take consistent executions. Then I want to edit my videos. I want to, like, you get what I mean? If you're already used to those things, the neural pathways in your brain are already gonna form, and they're not gonna offer so much resistance. It's all a choice at this point. It's a choice on choosing to be that version of yourself in that current day. So the only way you're gonna choose to be that version of yourself every single day is if you focus on it. If you don't lose it from your mind. So easy to lose it from your mind. Like most people nowadays, bro, the first thing they do, I did this for a long time, don't get me wrong. Most people, what they do nowadays, the first thing that when they wake up is scroll social media, scroll TikTok. What is that gonna do is put your focus on some bullshit things like drama, like random things that should not really be in your head, especially when your subconscious is weak and when you wake up. Morning intent matters so much, setting the intent for the day, right? So that it's like so many. Then you wake up, you scroll that social media, then your brain, you get affected. You start your day by thinking about drama or some stupid shit that you've seen on the internet. Then you get just drifted by life. You lose focus on the things you want to do. But morning intent is extremely important. So what should you do instead? When you wake up, you don't scroll social media, and you just focus on the things you want to do. You set the intent for the day. For example, today I want to be consistent. I want to do this, and that. And from that point forward, you're gonna set the tone for the day. What you're trying to do in that day. If you consistently get distracted by social media, you're gonna have a variety. You're not gonna be consistent in your daily life. Your mood or the actions you do are gonna be defaulted to your normal habits. Or yeah, and especially when you're trying to change them, when you're trying to do something new, focus is extremely fucking important. Setting the intent for the day, right? It's extremely fucking important. This is what I realized. That's what I'm gonna do every single day from now on, is be consistent, no matter if the account is small, right? if we lost a big part of the account, now was my opportunity to prove myself to myself and to prove to you guys that it all comes down to consistency. And consistency is not talent, it's just not losing focus of it. It's not that hard if you don't lose focus of it. If every single day you're focused on being consistent, you're gonna be consistent. If every single day you're focused on being consistent, you're gonna be consistent, right? That's the trick. Setting the intent from the day and then not losing it from your head. The fact that you're trying to be consistent and you want to be consistent. If you don't lose it from your head, you're gonna automatically do those actions. We're just in this loop, right? I am in this loop and I just got tired of it. I didn't get tired of the fact that I don't have results, right? I just got tired of the loop of always having that motivation run when I'm starting things out, having like 1 week of good execution, then automatically like slowly going back into old habits and never truly changing. This was my life until now. I never truly embodied this version of myself for good. I always ping ponged. I always do it for a couple of weeks, and I turn back to my and run default old habits. I am very consistent. I'm executing well. I'm doing my social media. I'm being consistent with it. Then, with some emotions or just losing focus of it, I start defaulting to old patterns, which is being lazy, which is skipping my analysis, skipping my journal, and so on. So I'm just tired of this loop, and I'm gonna put an end to it because I don't want to live like this. This is not who I am, but yeah, it's hard, and that's the hard part. That's the hard part. It's actually doing it, and actually doing it is not the hard part. It's not getting drifted. That's the hard part. Not getting drifted and keeping your relentless focus on the things you're trying to achieve. That's all what it comes down to, and it's not gonna be like this forever. You don't have to use your willpower every single day to do the things you want. Once you're gonna, like, after 2-3 months, that's when you truly start embodying that version of yourself, and you start truly getting used to doing those habits. So you will not have to focus every single day on being consistent because you already became a consistent person in a sense. You get what I mean? So I'm gonna go smoke a C and I'm gonna be back today. I think we're just gonna talk. It doesn't look like we're gonna have any setups, and I'm definitely not want to chase price here. I would be down for this AU, but we just look like we're running, to be honest. But this can be a good inversion. We're gonna wait. We're gonna see the whole session, and yeah, we're gonna see if we get something. If we don't, that's all good. Not every trading, every day's gonna be trading day, and we gotta be fine with that. Even on scalping, there's gonna be days when there's no trades, right? When there's no trades. And we gotta be fine with that. Even, yeah, it's gonna feel like you're gonna get itchy. It's gonna feel like you'll get tired because you wanna grow the account, you wanna do that. But the most important part is not letting those emotions leak into your execution. Your execution needs to stay constant no matter how you feel, no matter where you are on the account, no matter what truly happens. Right? It's all about consistency at the end of the day. not showing any signs though, but just consistency. That's the word of every single day, right? Consistency. That's how I was profitable here. Let me show you. And I already showed this multiple times, but I'm gonna show it again. I'm gonna also save the stats. That's how I was profitable on the account that I traded for 1 year. I had a period in this account where I was profitable. Look at this, right? Look at this. What was I doing here differently than this big ass downtrend? It's not that anything truly changed. I was just relentlessly focused every single day on staying consistent on the process, staying consistent, good execution, no trade, good execution. Almost past the account, I was at 6%, then everything fall off and I didn't recover mentally. But this is how I was profitable. It's just about me getting into that mindset. Here was 2 or 3 months where I was relentlessly focused on staying consistent, and what a surprise, my results started being consistent. What a surprise. I'm gonna also save the data here because I have an open MetaTrader, but I'm gonna buy a 50k account. Ooh, my years, bro. I'm gonna buy a 50k account soon as well, and I'm gonna take this time to actually build a new journal for my, and just clean out my Notion. It's a lot of bullshit here. Page break even count. I mean, not really break even, cause I ended up losing it, but you get the idea. I was break even most of the time. 204 trades. It's not useless. Could have actually passed it, but I was 1 trade away multiple times from passing phase 1. That's not what I care about. What I care about the fact that what I learned from this account, because the lessons that I learned are way more valuable than a 50k account. I'm gonna buy another one. I'm gonna pass it. What matters is that I learned what did I do here when I was profitable. What did I do here differently? I was just consistently focused on the process. That's it. Nothing different. 120 trading days is crazy. I'm gonna buy another one. I'm gonna pass it this time, even though I changed two from whatever. Did I save this? Yeah, I had to see, like, even my win rate was break even, 33% with a 1 to 2. Even though I ended up losing the account, you get the idea, right? That's all that was different here. That's all that in here. Of course, the lessons towards the down, like here I was consistently unprofitable. Basically, I had a good streak here, was able to recover, but fell again. It's my execution was consistently falling. That was the problem. I was at break even here. This was my chance to recover, but I fucked it up because my execution fell and I was started trading low probability setups. But I do not regret absolutely anything from that period. Should probably make a new table. This is still in trades, I'm pretty sure. Where is my trades? What is this? Ooh, this is actually pretty cool. I want to use this though. Can I put it here? What's wrong with my... Can I copy this? I'm just gonna take some time to make my journal because I'm not gonna have pretty much any other time to do it now. I'm gonna take the time to two really trades. I like this background a bit better. And can I move this one here? Yes. This was my old trades. This I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna clean out my there's a lot of random things here. I'm gonna clean out my Notion because it's a lot of bullshit here. Take the time off to clean it. Here I'm gonna make a new table. Table view, database trades. Here we're gonna have pair. I'm gonna keep it pretty much short. Now I'm just making my scalping journal because on these journals that I'm currently doing, it just takes too much time to do things, right? We see we're still not really doing much here. Neither on gold. Yeah, gold can be a decent scalp of this buy side liquidity right here. If we manage to break this low, we can look to target the sell side, but I wouldn't really look at something like lower probability. I would still prefer to have like a 50-minute gap or some shit. Around here we do have this, but it's just kind of forced at this point. Oh. This is gonna be, what is gonna be this? Trade date, yes. It's gonna be like R number, where is it? It's gonna be named to RR. I'm just gonna keep saving the most important new number. Potential R. Can I make this full though? I can make it like this, but I kind of want to make the table full though. Table. You probably can only if you link it, but it's all good. I don't think we need it. This is fine. So RR, we're gonna go pretty much setup, no trade type. I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna do this. Gold is looking like it's breaking, but it's a weird break and I don't really like this. Maybe if we balance this and then give some other confluence that we're gonna be slower, I might consider it. But yeah, these spurs are not doing shit. I don't really want to be chasing price here. Have this on AU, we have this on Euro. This 50-minute here, which we can use to follow trend, but I'm not sure I want to though. We're gonna see, but yeah, we definitely need to see the sweep. Can be a potential scalp because we have pretty nice buy side liquidity on the side here if we sweep, but we need a decent sweep. GU was very bullish, and AU I would wait for us to come here at least. So only Euro I would realistically look, but yeah, it should, once we reach this high resistance, it's very risky to keep on buying. So I'm gonna wait for the sweep right here. I'm gonna place an alert and gonna monitor. Pair trade type. What are we gonna use this trade type with though? Also I want to add, I'm still gonna keep in like grading. I'm probably still gonna use that select, which is with intuition flow. I wanna also add this flow, meaning how deep. Oh shit, change type to select. Still, I'm just gonna put it into flow. So are we, how much in flow are we actually? So I'm probably gonna, can I do this? Does it work or not? Probably gonna copy image address. Okay, that's probably change cover link. Okay, that's good, that's way better. That's actually way cleaner. So yeah, I would like to remove this because I don't like this, but setup, I would call this setup, boom. We set up as is like 50-minute inverse by liquidity into 50-minute inverse gap to gap. Yeah, you get what I mean. So here we're gonna add that in gap to gap. We're gonna add, I don't know, liquidity plus inverse retracement. So here we're gonna add also idea, which I already had in the previous idea. I mean, do I really need to change this now that I'm thinking about it? Because I already had a decent way of journaling here, and I think generally it would be fine here. I'm probably still gonna use it though. I'm just gonna put it in here, and we're gonna kind of, can I extract this? That's just gonna be a backup, and I'm gonna remove this table view. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna keep this cover because it's pointless to be making another journaling because I already have this. Yeah, it's kind of pointless. I already have this, which has a lot of fucking trades, so it's really pointless to be making one. I just have to adapt on how I'm journaling, because when you're scalp, you're gonna have way more trades. But it's not copying my link to page trades. I can't link. Okay, now what the fuck? Link trades. I have no idea how I did it before. And now I cannot take it out. Fuck. I don't know how can I link to this though. Link to. Just gonna put this here and just do a link or table. I don't know how to link to the table. I know I did it before. Link to page trades. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. How do I don't even know how to put this. So I have a main page. How do I show a table from another page in it? I don't even know how to put it, but let's talk Notion. Okay, gold is breaking pretty massively here. This is a good inversion. We might be able to take this towards this internal, but I'm not sure I want to do it though. It's a trade that I wouldn't really be taking pretty much. Euro now is coming into it, but I don't like this spice of liquidity sweep here. I don't like how it's looking. But yeah, this can be a gold a gold idea here. 1.4 or some shit. But I don't really like this, and we don't have 50-minute confluence. We do have all these buys are getting swept again, which is a good, like, this can be a good retracement trade. I'm not sure I want to take it though. Hi man, hope you're good. Yeah, not really quitting though. At this time I said so many times that I'm gonna quit that I'm just not not gonna say it anymore, because I never actually end up quitting. So let's see, gold. Are we gonna take this? That's the question. I don't really like how we're rejecting here, but it can be still a good short towards this internal. Only really downside is this gap here. And we inversed. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take this actually. Let's see. Stop loss is just above these CVGs, and take profit is gonna be on these equal lows here. That's it. I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm just gonna do my Notion work. So embed the whole page linked. Go to your main page and go link. Yeah, bro, I cannot really quit at this point. I've said it too many times, and I cannot quit. Like, once you start trading, there's no fucking going back, bro. There's no going back. You can never go back to a normal job once you really start trading. So okay, we did this. It's kind of big, but yeah, it's a journal. What do I really expect? I mean, the close is... Am I taking invalid entries again? Because I cannot care. I think it's still valid, because the break and this is usually our trigger of taking low price. Now we just took this off the internal retest. But yeah, we're gonna see. We have to be careful at this. We're gonna see. It should be easy though. We have internal liquidity and unmitigated POI. This is how I usually scalp. I scalp towards unmitigated POI and untaken liquidity. But considering gold, yeah, I like how we respect it here on lower time frames. We retested with that 1 minute candle and started holding lower, but I just want to see some intent holding. We're gonna see. But I think this is a fine trade. I like how we behave here. This is like a market structure shift. Started calling this like an order flow shift in a sense, because we switch from respected bullish PD rates to inversing them and respecting bearish ones. So it makes sense to call it a order flow shift. But we have the sell side now. It really matters a lot on how we behave here. I would say we still definitely gonna take this low and should probably reach into this. We can also react off the inversion. The break is not the greatest, but we're gonna see. It's a riskier trade. Usually I wait for 50-minute AVGs, but I have times when I trade like this when I have internal liquidity to target, meaning this is a retracement trade, I would say. Definitely, but I cannot say I really like those rejections, but they don't really mean that much right now. As long as we hold this, let me see. Oops, why can I not do this? As long as we're holding this lower, yeah, it should be easy. I won't take profit. But we have to be careful definitely at this, because it's a 1 minute gap. I don't think it's a 3 minute, but yeah, just like we have to be careful at it. How are you, bro? I'm sorry, I was a bit focused. How are you? How are you today? Do you plan on taking on your trades? How's life going? How are you in general, bro? I'm probably gonna remove the AUD/USD alert. Yeah, we have to be careful at these equal lows, but I don't think they invalidate the trade whatsoever. I would still say this is what we truly want to be careful at. Is this right here. It's really nice how we respect it here. This is what I really liked about the trade, and these are sometimes entries I like. They're slightly overextended in a sense, but I still like them. On that bullish candle we retest and we hold it, but it matters for us to keep holding lower. If we don't, we don't. Yeah, we can react off the sell side, but I would still say we should come into that unmitigated 50-minute POI and then potentially continue higher. So it's not a bad idea, but there are definitely slightly riskier trades to be taken. As long as we keep holding, it's all good. But we're gonna see. Euro, definitely not really looking to be trading off. I don't like this. This is a very red flag. And it's also very overextended, so I don't really want to be doing much here. Yeah, it's probably over. Like, I need, bro. Oh my fucking god, I need to stop taking gambles, bro. I mean, it's not a gamble, it's not a bad trade, but at least these retracement trades are a bit lower probability, so it's probably not what I should be trading right now. I would still say we reach into this though, but you never know what gold does. We did hold, but we just hold into the sell side and now we're reversing, but fuck. I need to finally like lock in, bro. I need to stop taking bullshit like this. So my rules generally are I need to trade off a 50-minute, but this is not a bad retracement trade in not any single sense. I wouldn't consider it a bad retracement trade, but it's risky. These plays are risky and you don't really want to take riskier setups most often than not. Yeah, it's over. At least stop me out, bro. Get me out. Get me out. Yeah, and I need to be changing. I think this is good. I'm probably gonna keep it. Am I gonna change some things? Higher time frame edge. I'm gonna keep this. Confluence, I'm gonna keep this. I'm pretty much gonna keep everything, even for scalping. All I need to change is how I'm journaling the trade, but yeah, I think this is even fine. It still can be done. Yeah, so realistically I don't have to anything. I just don't have to be lazy to do them. It's gonna take a bit more journaling to do, but yeah, it's just we just came for the sell side, we're just reacting and that's it. It's over. Bruh. These retracement trades like these sometimes work, but they just are too risky to be playing, bro. Like, I need to be trading how I know I'm supposed to be trading. Like, I don't know what am I fucking doing with my life, bro. I need to stop this loop, bro. I need to stop the fucking loop of taking stupid fucking trades. Probably just gonna go higher on this, but yeah, you just probably came for a deeper pullback, but it's a risky play. I still don't think it's generally worth trading in a sense. It's a retracement trade. Do I want to trade retracements? Not really, I would say still. We just came to for a deeper pullback, but let's see if it holds though. I don't think it's still a trade I should be taking long term. It's something I need to think about, right? There are some internal trades, like I like this. Sometimes I like these setups. What do they look like? We take external liquidity and we're trading from that external towards internal. That's exactly what this idea is. This is our external. We took external, and what are we trading for? A retracement towards internal, which is this AVG and that internal liquidity. They're not bad. They're just, yeah, most of the time it's not very high quality, I would say, but I need to think about what, oh my god, look at how this is kind of crazy. Look at how we retested this high right here on the lower time frames. Look at this shit, bro. God damn, how we respected it here. It's a pretty strong move. Now what I really see happening is this, but it does depend as usual to what the market really wants to do, but I do really see us retesting here. We really came for this, truly. We did hold this, but temporarily. Yeah, yesterday also gold, bro. Like, gold manipulated the fuck out of me yesterday. I bought here, trade completely fine for me, really good. Then stopped me out, and then this happened. I didn't take it, but it's kind of annoying. But the reason why we got manipulated is because we had this lunchtime sweep on a major liquidity, and usually lunchtime sweeps don't hold. They tend to get manipulated again before price holds. So that's just something I should have paid a bit more attention to avoid getting swept like this. But it's all good. Yeah, I do really see this holding. It has potential to be scaling in here, but I'm not sure I really want to do it. Like, in terms of confluences, it's pretty good to be scaling in around this inverse. but I do want to see a deeper retest for me to consider scaling in. At this point now I'm trailing my stop loss here, both. I think it's actually a fine trade. It's just that it's not that high quality. I would say it's a high, in a sense it's a high quality retracement. Now for me, high quality retracements are followed up by a 50-minute inverse, right? That's how I always want to trade. I want to trade off 50-minute POIs. This is a riskier setup that usually is traded without 50-minute confluence, because we don't have any 50-minute confluence to be taking this retracement. But for retracements, it's fine in a sense. It matters a lot on how we behave to this, but I would still say, considering the movement we got, we're probably going to retrace into this. It's very obviously close. That's where our TP is. Let's see. We had a really good inversion here, I would say. So, or, of course, this was initially the area I was expecting us to draw towards, but I would still say we draw towards lower, but we have to pay attention to what price is going to do. Should probably hold this gap that is forming. If it starts breaking higher, probably stop loss is mentally trailed above, below here. We shouldn't really break this inversion again, because it's an area of inversion. We have this bearish gap, we have this bullish gap, so we shouldn't really be breaking that anyway. So mentally trail, yeah, but it's not gonna make a big difference, but I'm just gonna do it. So stop loss now is trailed here, just not a big difference, but yeah. So you have this very relevant area. So go and break even here is just fucking troll, bro. It's very fucking troll to go break even here. That's what a lot of people, they go break even at 1 hour, for example, here, and their break even area is so relevant that price just comes, mitigates it, and continue going. Like, bruh, I feel like go break even when you don't have such a relevant area, or trail your stop loss above the relevant area, because in this case our break even area is very, very relevant. Therefore it has a high chance of getting mitigated and still holding lower, I would say. Yeah, pretty nice internal we're targeting. It's not a bad trade. It's just kind of, bro, I lost a lot lately and I've started doubting myself a bit. But this should be kind of our only trade realistically for London. These are bad trades. Like, we're extremely fucking overextended here. I would prefer to see this inverse, bro. This would be a good trade to see this inverse. Then we look to target this. You take this massive buy side liquidity here, and yeah, this is where I would wait for a 50-minute inverse to take the trade lower. Yeah, this is probably gonna hit TP by the looks of it. Yeah, stop loss trailed. We had stop loss above the inversion. I was trailed above here. But yeah, let's just let it be as we get a 1.6, 1.7. I want to see us close below here. It's an interesting consolidation, but what it really gave me confidence is this inversion here. And that's why we even retested. This area was really good. Could have we taken an entry here? Maybe. But for me, most of the time, what ends up holding is this bottom inversion. But we reacted off liquidity. That's why we came so deep to mitigate. If we didn't have this liquidity in general, I don't think we would have retraced so big. Let's see if it continues, but it should really be an easy scalp, this one, to be honest. It should really be easy. We either break now, go towards TP, or we retrace towards here and then go to TP. It's basically two options I would see happening right here. I don't usually recommend trading gold in London, but I feel like for this idea, which is pretty small, I don't even know how many pips I can add. I don't know how to read pips on here, but I think it's 3.6, or I have no idea. 3.6 pips, like, come on, bro. These small ideas are fine to be traded. I mean, now we pretty much should be clear on taking that low. Now we broke below the most relevant area, so this really shows me that we're chilling towards that TP. We should be chilling. And one habit I need to get into is, as soon as the trade is over, journal it. Because if you leave it for later, you don't want to do it, you want to do something else, you want to relax or whatever. But As soon as the trade is over, journal it and you're done. Like, just make it a habit to do things like that. But yeah, we should definitely hold. This was a good scaling, but I wanted to see price come back a bit more into that inversion, but it's all good though. Yeah, pretty much should be TP hit, but you never know what can happen. Pretty decent trade overall. Riskier, but they're fine. These retracement trades I feel like are fine to take. Not as high risk. If I would have traded funded, these trades would be 0.5 risks. And the ones that have 50-minute confluence, like a 50-minute gap, a 50-minute inverse, that would be normal risk. But these are realistic retracement trades, and the only, yeah, basically external to internal. As I said, we're trading from external to internal liquidity. We're trading a retracement, which is always riskier to do. But let's see now of that retest. We should be holding towards this London lows here. We have this really small 1 minute, but I don't really think we're gonna reverse off it, but you never know how gold does things. You should probably, next candle should probably melt towards these. Let's see, we're pretty close. We should be in technically 1-2 candles should be TP hit. 1.5 hour decent. Could have taken the entry here, maybe. Could have scaled in here, yes. Let's see what it do. I should probably play some music as well. Music. I kind of want to listen to some funk, I ain't gonna lie, gangy. Even though I might get copyrighted or whatever. I kind of want to listen to some funk. It's not like I have 10,000 viewers and I'm monetized on my stream, so it doesn't really matter. Should be easy though on the next couple candles, but struggling a bit. But we might also now retrace towards that break-even area and then break lower, but I still think it's unlikely. It's very unlikely. This price is like very close to TP and it's taking that inverse. So at this point, it's way more likely to just hold lower. Donita Uri. Nice candle. Sheesh. Didn't tap us out yet, but it's all good. Just be patient because we didn't take the low. Let's see. We didn't, so just be patient here. That's a good reaction out of the inverse though. It's pretty clean price action. Sometimes gold does respect like FVGs in an ICT way, in a sense. That's what happened yesterday, but it's kind of, I don't know, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes it just fucking gold just leaves without retracing or any shit. Pretty much. Yeah, that's it. We took a dub. A $3 dub. A $3 dub. But it's all good. The size, oops, I'm sorry for your ears, but the size doesn't really matter. Like, the size is gonna change, so pretty close call, but it's all good. I'm gonna instantly start journaling this because otherwise I'm gonna get lazy and I don't want to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna instantly start getting to journaling this. Even though it might be boring for you to watch, I'm still gonna journal. journal the entry. Intraday profile is like a raid Asia. Yeah, we maybe could have left it more, but it's too risky unless we see that inverse W. Yeah. $3 W. Big money. Now we rich, baby. We gonna buy an M4 soon. Intraday profile was raid Asia. Very rarely I actually trade London and on gold, but we just like the idea was just basically of external towards internal, like that's it, of internal to external. I don't even need to explain much about this trade. It's just that consolidate. That's what I also like. Why I like the consolidations is because it absorbed all the liquidity above the highs. Like the consolidation above the highs and the inverse. Why this inverse was really good is because it held up multiple times throughout price, and this was really pivotal to whether we're gonna continue higher or we're gonna reverse. Okay, look at the reaction we get of like our TP was good. That's why on these type of trades you really need to be precise with your TP on these retracement trades, right? Really precise. You cannot target more than this 50-minute. That's a gamble. Here I'll probably be more down to be buying actually, but considering the fact that we have buy sell liquidity taken, I'm not sure if I want to do that, but that's why we need to be really careful with the TPs. And the inverse, deep mitigation because of the sell side we swept, but stop loss placed in a smart area above the inverse. The invalidation point target was internal, well, raid Asia, retracement trade towards the isolated 15 AVG. Anyway, doubted myself a bit at first. a bit at first because of current experiences. But yeah, stop loss was also really smart here, really smart, because he would have placed like something like this, fucking fly out the trade. But I do draw stop loss execution, I would say, and it's pretty much everything about the trade I did right. I could have also scaled in here. What did I do wrong? I wouldn't say I did much wrong on the trade, like on a win. How can I improve scaling? That's all I'm really gonna look at improving here. Stop loss was really smart above that. Now see we're over again retesting here, but we're just likely to reverse. How can I improve is just scaling. Really should have scaled in here. Am I wrong for now? I'm not sure. Let me do this because it's not really visible. I wanted to see price retrace towards this though, but I don't know if I'm necessarily wrong for not scaling in, but I wanted to scale in here of that strong reaction and inversion, but wanted to see a deeper retrace. Should have probably executed anyways, but I'm not sure if I was wrong for not executing here. I still thought that it was more likely, but we just respected this 1 minute gap massively. This could have been a decent scaling if I would have just executed instantly. Stop loss above the inversion, and it would have gotten another, we would have gotten way better R for this trade. That's why scale-ins are sometimes powerful, but yeah, should have probably scaled in. Yeah, that's kind of the only thing about the trade. And the duration, let's see how much did it take. This is the beauty of scalping, and this is why I love scalping way more than intraday trading, bro. 21 minutes. That's, I would say a 9, not a 10. Entry time 10:45 actually. This is the beauty of scalping. How much are 1.7 actually. Potential we would have had like a 1.96, but that's a stretch. That's why I love scalping, because bro, 20 minutes to make 2R, 21 minutes to make 2R. Intuition, where I would put it in intuitively, I'll probably put it at green towards, I don't know actually. Yeah, I would put it at this because I was pretty confident reaching low. Only this was kind of this was pretty much no confluences on this trade rather than liquidity external. that was it. External gain, I don't even know percentage how much gain it is on this account. Higher time frame edge. No edge, because see here we don't have the usual edges I look at. All we had was external liquidity getting invaded and a entry pattern. So this hack cannot really fill ITI. Was a retracement external to internal mistake. I put none. I mean, this is something optional. I wouldn't really call it a mistake. News. We have PPI today. I'm pretty sure. Let me also check that real quick. Do we have? Oh, we don't have PPI. We have President Trump speaks at 6 tomorrow. I think we have PPI. Oh yeah, so speaks, nigga. Oh shit! I just said the N word without realizing. My bad. Trump yaps. That's it. That's the proper inversion. Oops. What did I do, bro? The fuck? What was the entry? It was an inversion. 2 inversions here. No real market structure shift, just inversion. Inversion. Duration 21 minutes. That was the beauty of fucking scalping, to be honest. Oh, today. Wait, what? Am I stupid? Today it's Wednesday. What the fuck? I thought today's Tuesday. I fucking retarded. And yeah, pretty much it probably for London today. I'm still gonna stay a bit. I'm gonna take a small break to just smoke a cig again. We're just gonna stay for funsies, I guess. For funsies, but yeah, a small W risk. I don't know risk on this account, so not gonna know that. But yeah, this was definitely a pretty successful retracement trade. Now it's about staying here and not forcing any stupid shit. Just taking the dub, no matter how small it is, no matter that it's, I don't know, $3. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we need to just stay consistent. Like the profits, I'm not even thinking about them, man, because this account is fucking $30 account or whatever it is. It was 60, but $30 account is not gonna change my life, right? So I don't really care about it. It's just about really staying consistent. That's what I'm focusing on now, because I just need to build now the proper habits on this account and build really that consistency. And then when I'm gonna buy a funded, I'm already gonna be prepared to actually trade it properly. Right? Even though it's a small account, that doesn't mean I should be just gambling. That's what I did a lot of times before. I would used to just gamble because the account size was small and I was thinking that it wouldn't change my life, but the account size and the money from it doesn't matter. It's not going to change my life, so I just should really focus on staying consistent. So keep trading like I would trade a funded account, like I would trade a 10 50k. I want to see how much is a 50k. Is it the same? Because I'm probably going to buy in like September. I'm going to use this period, this August period. What are we in 13? I'm going to use this August period to just be practicing pretty much for when I'm going to buy the account from the next account. I really hate, I don't know why I'm getting misalignment signs. I don't like that. I always like to see 11-11. Now I see 11-12, but I don't know why, but it's all good. Let's see, how much is a two-step? Probably I'm not gonna get futures. I don't think so. Yeah, spread's the same, which is, yeah, the same amount. So yeah, this is probably what I'm gonna get again. 50k account. And now I'm really confident that if I really manage to lock in consistency, which I will do on this account, just being consistent every single day, because now my focus is on being consistent, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna pass the account. Like, I've been ready for so long, bro, to turn profitable. It's just that I never truly committed to staying consistent. I always drifted from the path, from the path, pretty much. That's what I talked about when I started the stream. I always drifted. I always didn't commit fully to executing like this. Yeah, I'm now scalping, bro. I switched from intraday to now scalping, but nothing much has changed. I generally look for the same confluences. I'm still gonna trade those intraday setups when I see them, like a really good intraday setup, but right now it's not there, because these, I have some A+ intraday setups, bro. They are 60 to 80% win rate, and they have crazy fucking R. But they happen pretty rarely. They happen like once or twice per month at most. so they don't happen that often. That's why I kind of started scalping, because I would just get bored, bro, waiting so much, showing up every day just to wait. Bro, I'm not that person. I don't want to overtrade, but at least having 1 to 2 opportunities every single day, that's nice. Like, that's what scalping offers. I have pretty much an opportunity in London, an opportunity in New York every single day, a good opportunity. So I just, yeah, it's way better for me, and my win rate usually stays the same, because I've been backtesting lately with my scalping. It's usually the win rate pretty much stays the same, around 50 and 60 when I really stay consistent. 50, 60, 70, sometimes even 80 sometimes, but it depends on the market conditions. But overall, it's a minimum of 50 on what I've backtested until now, and usually I get 2R. Now this wasn't 1.6, but usually I get 2R. Doesn't The win rate didn't change much, in a sense. It didn't change much because I still trade the exact same things I was trading on the intraday, except now, instead of looking at 4 hour and 1 hour, I trade with 1 hour and 50 minutes. That's the only difference. And the only difference is that I trade these setups, which are a bit more riskier, because they do not have either confluences on the hour or 50 minute. They just have liquidity, but they're still good setups. Retracement setups, but they're good. I would definitely not be risking more than 0.5, I think, on these setups. But yeah, I think this is exactly the type of trade I took when I had my first day scalping. Let me see. Yeah, this was the exact trade on Nasdaq here, but I sadly don't really have data on it. But this was the exact same trade. We had some external liquidity here taken, then we had lower time frame liquidity getting taken. We had an inverse, and I took price to retrace towards this internal high. This external to internal, that's exactly how this trade is, without any 50-minute confluence. But these are lower, in a sense, lower probability. Don't quit, bro. I cannot quit, bro. At this point, it's impossible, bro. I don't wanna. There is no other job, or there's nothing else that I would enjoy more than trading. I cannot go back, and I know I can make it work. It's just about really staying consistent. At the end of the day, that's the only thing I have to do right now. At the moment, the problem is not psychology. The problem is not my skills, or that I don't have a profitable strategy. The problem is just I haven't been consistent enough for those results to start compounding, right? My execution would always slip. That's why I was break even for so long, is because I would execute well the first 3 days of the week, then the last 2 days my execution would slip, and I would give back all the profits that I made earlier the week. So it was just this loop. Always my execution would always slip. But right now, I'm just really focused on keeping my execution constant every single day, bro, with no exceptions. That's what I plan on doing, and that's how I think, like, profitability comes, right? Consistent profitability. Consistent, it's in the name. It comes from consistent execution. At the end of the day, that's what I think, and that's, we all know this. At the end of the day, we all know this. We all know the people that are unprofitable. We all know that consistent profitability stays from consistency in the process, in your actions. But the hard part is doing it realistically, which is not easy. The hard part is doing it because it's so easy to slip. It's so fucking easy when you have so many distractions, when you have so many things, when you're basically looking. The market is like a sea of endless opportunity. When you know you have endless opportunity in front of you, it's so hard not to slip, in a sense. I don't know if anything from what I say really makes sense, but it's so easy to slip. That's the problem. It's so easy to slip from your executions, because we have all these emotions, we have all these ways we can get distracted by. It's so fucking easy to slip. That's the hard part for us. Either we are in the third, fourth, second year, we all know that we should just stick to our rules and have a consistent execution. We all know that that's what we're supposed to do, but we just struggle with doing it because it's not fucking easy. It's not fucking easy, bro. Having a good execution every single day with no exceptions, it's not easy, bro, at all. It's not easy when you have all these emotions within you, when you didn't turn profitable yet, and you want to turn profitable as hard as you breathe. It's not easy to not let that emotion leak into your execution. It's not easy to not let a trade that just got wicked like this and then hit to TP, not let that anger coming from that trade leak into your execution and you to force a trade after. It's really hard to stay disciplined, and it really builds in a lot of time. It's never gonna, you being consistent, that's what I realized, it's never gonna happen like in a click. You're not just gonna turn consistent overnight. You're gonna have to hit your head so many times. At first you're gonna be consistent for, let's say, 3 days, then you're gonna progress, you're gonna be able to maintain consistency for 1 week, then you're gonna hold it for 2 weeks, then you're gonna hold it for 1 month, then you're gonna hold it for forever. So it's just a process, bro. That's what I realized. People on social media act like consistency is something you just achieve. You just put your mind to it and you just do it once and that's it, just clicks. It's not, bro. It's not like that. Just something you have to work for over and over and over again until it basically clicks and locks in. Like that's what I did like for 3 years, bro. I lived like the best version for myself for 1-2 weeks, then I would get back into old habits for like 3 weeks, then I would get back again, and just it was just this cycle over and over again. This cycle, that's what I really got tired of even today, and I realized that I don't want to be in that cycle again, bro. I don't want to be. I just want to be consistent on this where I don't care what happens with the results. I don't care about any of that shit. All I care about is staying consistent in my execution. That's realistically the only thing I really care about. And I think if you do care about the only thing, if you truly care, no, how do I put my words, bro? Am I stupid? What am I doing? If the only thing you truly care is about being consistent, you're gonna automatically stay consistent. It's impossible not to. And if you truly stay consistent, results will follow as a byproduct. Yeah, bro. You're gonna, like, money is a byproduct of you staying consistent. So you should not focus on money. You should focus on staying consistent, and money will just follow. That's what I did. Like when I said this again at the start of the stream, but I'm gonna show it again. That's what I did in that account that I traded for 1 year. Where's my stats? That's what I did here. I had a period where I was profitable here, and all I did here was relentlessly fucking focusing on the process and on taking the best decision and on staying consistent, and miraculously my equity curve started trending higher. What a fucking surprise. Like, what a surprise that if you actually relentlessly stay focused on being consistent, you're gonna be consistent and results will follow. Results are just a fucking byproduct. Then everything fucking fall. I was one trade away from passing the account here multiple times, then everything fucking fell off. I just lost, I don't know, I wasn't consistent because look at this. This is also what I'm gonna show. Look at my analysis, right? In that period, funny enough, look how my analysis were. Like, I think it was here. Look how my analysis were looking, bro, in that period where I was profitable. Look at this. What am I doing, bro? Where's my, I think I closed it. Fuck. Yeah, I closed it. But look how my analysis and how I was showing up every day. My analysis and my breakdown when I was consistent. Look at this. And me doing this every single day, checking it, doing my analysis, doing my breakdowns, doing my journaling. That's what turned in that profitable equity curve. Look at this shit, right? And then look at it now. Look at this shit. Look at this. Inconsistent. Look at this. Look, especially this month, bro. What is this? Are you serious? Like, it's not even a fucking surprise, bro. At this point, look at this. It's not even, they're not even fucking done. Look at this week, bro. I made analysis today. That's the only fucking day I made. And look here. Bro, like, come on. It all comes down to consistency, bro. That's what I realized. And the only way for me to truly be consistent is to focus on it every single day, from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. Every single day, focus on being inconsistent and never losing focus out of it. Because as soon as you lose focus, your brain is gonna default to old habits, to you forcing trades, to you doing that and that and that. And this doesn't have to go for long. The only time you have to really relentlessly focus it at first. Now I'm on personal, bro. Now this is a small personal I'm trading. It's like a $30 account. I was on the prop firm. This was that account that I showed you was on a prop firm. I just lost it recently. This one,
I traded this for 1 year and just lost it recently. This was my win rate, pretty much break even, 1 to 2 hour with 32% win rate. That was pretty much my win rate. But I will buy one soon, because yeah, I will buy one soon, probably in September. Now we're in 13th of August, but like what a surprise. Like that's what's crazy, because when my when my analysis were these consistent, that's when my like my profits were following. So it realistically all comes down to consistency. That's what I realized. And every single day, bro, no exceptions. One exception can fucking spiral into all these negative execution and spiral into you falling off the process and can spiral into a losing streak. Like no fucking exceptions. Every single day, relentlessly doing what you're supposed to do. Even though it's hard, if you don't lose focus, that's what it all comes down to. You having that in mind from the moment you wake up. No social media, no nothing. You just from the moment you wake up, you put your focus on what you want to do. Be consistent. Yeah, we're the same, bro. Nice, we're the same. It's fine, bro. It's fine. It matters for us to build the proper habits. Use these small accounts to build the proper habits. Once we really see that we can actually grow the account, then we can probably buy a prop, or we can use this money. For example, one thing that I always wanted to do is, for example, grow a small account. For example, this $300, grow it to like this $32, grow it to like a 300, and then use this money from this account to buy a prop firm, in a sense. But I'm gonna go smoke a cig. I'm sorry for leaving you guys. I really thank you for being here and listening for me. I see that there is 5 people on stream now, and I really appreciate you guys for listening. If you guys are willing to wait 5 minutes, wait. If not, I'm still gonna thank you for being here. Only 5 minutes.
guys are still here. Oh shit, you guys are still here, bro. I really appreciate you guys for waiting, bro. It means a lot to me. Private is the best. Yeah, it is the best. To be honest, they are way better than prop firms, bro. Like personally, is way better than the prop firm. But at first, I feel like the best choice is still to start trading props. At least when you don't have money, and then use the money you get from the payouts to fund your personal. I feel like that's probably the best choice you can do. I feel like that's probably the best choice, bro. And see why it's so important to target well on these scout trades, because see how much rejection we're getting off that shit. Even if it goes, it's just, first of all, it's too risky to anticipate this 50-minute getting inversed. Oh, we have a 50-minute here, but yeah, bro, really helps with capital. And I feel like one really big, like yeah, that's nice, bro. That's nice. Just bro, if you can join my Discord, I really want friends. I want us to talk a bit more about this. I want us to be friends. We're on the same journey, and this is so fucking lonely, bro. It's so fucking lonely being a trader, and the only way you can really connect with people, I feel like, is through social media, bro. Like through social media, that's why I started. It's so fucking lonely. Your parents are not gonna understand you. Most of your friends are not gonna know what you're doing, and there's gonna be times where all you wanna do is talk about the thing you love doing, and you cannot talk that shit with anyone. That's what is really frustrating to me, because a lot of times you're in pain, you go through all these feelings, and you cannot talk with anyone about it. That's what really hurts as a trader. Oh shit, we're getting a lot of momentum here, but look at Euro Paris, bro. I imagine how many sellers got baited here. Oh my fucking god, there's so many sellers got baited here on this buy sell liquidity rate with this, bro. How are you trading, bro? What's your strategy? How do you trade? Okay, we reached high resistance on euro, so at this point we can really expect to be a bit of a reaction lower, at least towards this. But yeah, not any valid trade. Like trading here would be stupid, I would say. But oops, I do like how we're building this buy side here, though. Maybe like a New York setup would be decent here. If we manage to retrace here, that would be kind of perfect. Target this buy side, but we'll see. I'm curious. I'm sad that I can trade UK. Like, look how clean this pair is, bro, and I cannot fucking trade it on this personal, bro. Like, look at this buy side liquidity rate. Look at Asian highs getting raided. Look at this. Look at this, bro. It's so fucking clean, bro. You just follow a trend. Okay, that's nice. That's more. Look at this. Like, look at this shit, bro. This is so fucking clean on the 5-minute. Buy side liquidity rated on Asian highs. Then this is it. Target Asian lows. This was the model I traded for so long. Look at this shit, bro. So fucking clean. Let's see on the 1-minute. On the 1-minute, it didn't even give an entry, but does it really matter? This would be technically an intraday trade, but look at how clean this shit is. Did we have higher time for confluence? I would say we did have this high getting taken. So, oh my fucking god, this was clean as fuck, bro. Yeah, but I can't. It doesn't even exist. That's the problem. It doesn't even exist here on Hanko trade. Oh, is this it? Isn't this? What is this? Let me see. UK. Where is it? UKO. What the fuck is this? Yeah, it's not it. Or is it? Let's see. On the 5-minute, yeah, it's not it. And DXY I also want to trade, bro. DXY is so fucking clean. I fucking love DXY. DXY is probably the cleanest pair out of everything, even Nasdaq, bro. This is the cleanest pair. I fucking love this pair, but you can trade it. Look at this, bro. We just hold this massively lower. Look at this shit, bro. We came off an hourly FVG. We hold a 3-minute FVG. We just fucking melt. But DXY, I'm pretty sure only on FTMO you can trade it right now. But I would love to trade DXY, bro. And these UK and DAX are so really nice fucking pairs. Especially for scalping, they're fucking great, bro. They're so good, bro. You get crazy R's on those pairs. Look at this. This was the opposite. We were taking buys here. Look at this hourly AVG, bro. This shit is fucking clean. Like, you can't say nothing, bro. Look at this sell side raid. We had an inversion here to trigger bullish prices, and then we had this hourly gap to follow trend higher. We had buy side liquidity to target here. This was fucking clean as fuck, as usual, bro. This was clean. Even though we did end up leaving early, it's still clean as fuck. Like, they're fucking clean. Use IC markets. Does IC markets, let me see. IC markets, I hear it's a regulated broker, so at some point when I'm gonna have way more money, I'm definitely gonna go towards a regulated broker, because yeah, you don't want to trade with Hanko. But can I see where is it? Can I see what you can trade on this? I mean, forex is, yeah, forex is forex, but index here, DXY is an index, no? US 30. Oh my god, we can trade this, right, bro? Let's go, bro. That's fucking great, bro. Oh my god, I love fucking DXY, bro. I've been dreaming about trading DXY. But do we have DAX? And we have DAX and we have UK. Let's fucking go, bro. Definitely gonna go to this. And I'm pretty sure you can trade IC markets on your how the fuck do I do this? Log out on trading view, no? Or am I tripping? Paper trading at easy markets, I'm pretty sure you can. Or am I tripping? All brokers. Can you not trade on trading view? I would love to be trading on trading view, bro. Isn't IC markets here though? I don't know. This has a lot of leverage. I think it has a lot of leverage. Hanko trade. That's why I'm trading it. Let me see if I can. Oh, and I can show you. But I have to. Oh my fucking god! I have to introduce my authenticator again. But let's see. I think it has either 200 or 500, which is a lot of leverage, to be honest. That's why I generally traded with it, at least for small sizes. Yeah, it works pretty well. Let me see. 892526. It has a lot of leverage, that's for sure. It has 500 leverage. That's why usually I would go with unregulated brokers. Oh, you on IC markets, bro? Really? Oh my god, and you can go on trading view, bro. I'm probably gonna switch. I'm probably gonna get all my money out and switch, but I cannot find it. Let me see. IC. Oh, you can, bro. Oh my god. But you can have, so IC markets has 500 leverage, really? Where's my, bro? I have too many tabs open. I don't know what I'm doing. To be honest, for me it's fine, but see, that's the thing. Like, regulated, bro. What do you mean? Like, it says leverage up to 1 to 30. Oh really? Because that's what I know, that usually regulated brokers don't have more than 30 leverage. Romania, bro. I mean Europe. Definitely Europe. So IC markets leverage. But you need professional client. What the fuck does that mean? What does the professional client mean? But bro, and spreads are decent, I would say. Romania, bro, Romania. But yeah, that's the only thing why I say you kind of need a bit more money. If you can get more than 30, it kind of sucks. But where do I see range of products? Let me see. But what does the professional account even mean though? IC markets, bro, but oh my god, that would be so nice, bro. Trading on trading view, having leverage, being able to trade DXY, and being able to trade DAX in UK, bro. I don't understand what this shit is, bro. But it says MetaTrader, but you can probably still use TradingView, no? ECN connectivity, ultra fast.
But yeah, I'm definitely, I heard about IC markets. I'm probably definitely there. 73% of retail investors account lose money when trading CFDs. It's crazy. It's not that big. Usually it's a bigger percentage, but I feel like it's fine. But yeah, probably in the future, I don't know now, but yeah, in the future I'm definitely gonna be doing this because I really want to trade DXY and DAX, bro. Like, bro, this setup was fucking banger setup, bro. Banger setup. It doesn't get better than this, bro. Like, this setup is fucking textbook, bro. This setup is fucking textbook, I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, we had a really good TP on this. This is why I say it's a retracement trade. And see, this is how usually gold behaves. It just fucking flies without giving any retraces. That's why I don't generally trade gold. But yeah, I fucking love DXY though. DXY is definitely my favorite pair. Even yesterday was kind of clean as fuck, bro. Even on this big ass fucking move. Usually it's probably the most the cleanest pair, the cleanest moves I would say DXY has. And euro, of course, because it has a 60% impact on euro. This can be also slightly decent counter trade on taking this lower towards this sell side, but we don't really have any other confluence. We just have high resistance. We don't have, it's too voided. It would be too risky. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Gold just fucking goes, bro. Like, gold just fucking flies without retracing. That's why I don't really like gold. When we're trading retracive, it does fucking nice rebalances. But when it goes on trend and is the main move, look at this. Just fucking flies without having any regrets. You said my I wanted to say this. You said my body is in those cells. I forgot what in this cell right here. You mean? Bruh. Bruh. It's a really bruh moment. I mean, I would understand why you would look for shorts here, but like, come on, Brady. I mean, we had massive buy-side liquidity taken, but when we want to print bearish off these buy-side liquidity sweeps, we need to close fast below. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but the inversion was weird. It's not that bad, but definitely not something I would trade though. This looks better. Like, look at this displacement compared to this displacement. This was a weird ass, goofy ass displacement. But yeah, here we sadly don't have confluence. The displacement does look really good on euro here, but yeah, it's just we don't have confluence to be taking the short, no matter how good it looks. Okay, I like how we're stacking buy side here on AU though. I really like how we're stacking buy side, but I do want to see us retrace. Gold, you can make some good growth. Yeah, you can make some good growth, but I don't know, personally I'm not that huge of a fan on how gold prints. I very rarely look to be trading gold. Like, bro, like most of the times, like, come on, like, we're gonna ignore what it did here. We're gonna ignore, but even most of the times it prints Asia and New York. London very rarely prints something proper. But depending on how you trade, yeah, it can work. Like, this was a good mitigation here on this 50 minute. This was a good short here in London, actually, of this buy-side liquidity sweep. This is a model I trade. Again, the same model here that we had here. I'm just looking from kind of my lens in a sense, right? We all see the market differently, but this was also good here, a decent buy here, but again, pre-London open, and then it just fucking chopped around. But yeah, it's like this, bro. Like, it has period where it moves, but it has period where the fuck is this, bro? God damn. Like, being in buys here, bro, or being in overall this kind of sucks. Compared to DXY, like, I'm not sure DXY was that clean lately, but it's way more cleaner in my sense. We have some days where we consolidate, but price action is way cleaner in my opinion on DXY. Definitely way cleaner. Look at this buy-side liquidity sweep into this AVG. Boom, take it towards the soul. Look at this. Boom, boom. It's way cleaner, even though recently it didn't have that much. Like, here it's also very clean. This low, this AVG, take it towards this. Look at this shit, bro. Imagine taking the short here of this 50 minute AVG here. Target this low. Like, look at this shit, bro. clean as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, clean as fuck. Sometimes I mean, most of the time DXY is clean as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Look at this mitigation on new week opening gap. We boom, boom. What do we come for this? Fucking clean, bro. Of course he has when it's news and shit like that. We have this big ass manipulation, like, but I feel like most of the time it is pretty fucking clean. We have some days like this, but I feel like it's just normal kind of on any pair. In UK, like indices, I would definitely be choosing indices over. Never traded DXY. Yeah, I mean, I backtested a lot. I also tried the short here. Yeah, well, I backtested a lot. DXY and it moves really fucking clean. I never traded it. Like these were some stupid trades I was trying to take, but good thing I cannot trade DXY. UK also pretty clean. Like indices are probably the cleanest pair, and compared to Nasdaq, London indices like UK and DAX and DXY are probably gonna be what I would definitely look to be trading. Like this would be my arsenal if I would be able to trade a lot of pairs, but I'm fine, to be honest. I'm really used to be trading this many pairs. Euro, GU, AU, of course, the trifecta, then DXY, which is the king. I mean, if I would just choose high quality, I would probably do something like this at most, but I would still say I'm fine with trading a bit more pairs like this. But being able to trade, I would only need DXY, one of these Londons, Nasdaq maybe, but Nasdaq is so fucking unclean. This is why I hate about Nasdaq, bro. Nasdaq is so manipulative, it's crazy. It just has this it just fucking flies. It's so manipulative. Oh, this was the scalp I took on my first day of really scalping. We had a 1 hour AVG on equilibrium. Let me see if I can go back, but it's very far. And yeah, we had a 1 hour AVG. We rated internal soul side, and then on the inversion I took this spy towards this internal. Again, retracement trade, very similar to what we had today. But yeah, Nasdaq most of the time, hell no, it's very fucking manipulative. Even yesterday, bro, like even yesterday there was such a good buy shown here, and they just fucking manipulated everyone. Oh my god, it's buying. Look at this entry that we got. Look at this entry, so fucking clean. Just fucking manipulated the shit out of everyone in this buy right here. What do you mean, just bust up? Yeah, bro, Nasdaq is very fucking manipulated. I would trade Nasdaq only on silver bullet. Like market open, I would avoid at any fucking cost. It's so manipulative. It's so fucking manipulative. In this case, it wasn't that manipulative, but it's still, bro, like most of the times it just manipulates grossly, bro. Gross manipulation. Even here, okay, it worked, but I saw like this also, bro. What is this bullshit, man? Imagine buying here, stopped, buying here again, stopped. Like, bro, just like, yeah, it's just not worth trading market open. At least trade like half an hour after market open. And this was probably the most gross fucking manipulation I've ever seen. I actually got trapped in both of these positions. Oh, look at this gap, it looks so good, we're buying. Hell yeah. Stops you out, then makes a best inversion here. Oh, it's selling, we're switching bias. Stops you out, bro. Like, it's so gross sometimes. But yeah, it's worth trading, but I would say only after silver bullet, which is this timing, which is 10 New York time. Oh, look at this. When 10 hits, we choose the right direction of the market. Always. And look at here. Look at market open. Market open was just a fucking Judah swing here. Just a Judah swing, and I know a lot of people bought here. I saw people on Instagram buy this shit. But why would you buy a Judah swing instead of trading like all this fucking move lower? I wouldn't understand. Well, a lot of people are trading market open, and I don't really understand why would you do that. It's extremely volatile. It's extremely manipulative. You just wait for silver bullet. Silver bullet opens. Look at the short. You take the short. You fucking target. You target this AVG. Like, come on, bro. Like, look at this R. Like, this was actually doable trade because we already rated buy side. We were expecting some sells here. Just trade off this inversion, stop loss above the high, and look at this. You target this hourly AVG because it's a clear target. 4R, 4.5R. And you could have went definitely lower with your stop loss. Could have went maybe above the AVG or above this high. I understand why people be trading market open. There are a lot of people bought here, bro. I saw this buy. Oh, inversion. Yeah, I'm buying, bro. I'm buying. On a buy side. First of all, why the fuck are you buying on a buy side liquidity sweep, bro? Like, very good traders were buying here. And I don't understand why, personally. I don't understand why. Oh my god, we took London lows. We took Asian low, London low. I'm buying. And I don't understand, but some people be doing this shit. But I would not trade. My rule from now on is if I want to trade Nasdaq, I'm trading up after silver bullet, after the first half an hour of market open, because it's way too manipulative. I'm curious about what gold is doing, but my trading view, hello. Let me reset. Oh my god, it already displays so hard. But thank you for telling me about IC markets, bro. Like trading on TradingView is probably the best fucking thing you can ever experience in your life. But it just left without us. Good 50-minute VG, but yeah, still a successful retracement, but good TP here, bro. That's why this is precision, like knowing when it's risky too. Oh, euro looks like it's gonna break lower. Now we might hunt for that. And what this line is, why we're respecting it, I don't even know how to explain. Sometimes I be drawing zones out of pure intuition. Is this where we start high resistance? Where am I? It's where we start high resistance. Until this structure here were low resistance, I just marked out the body here. And that's what we kind of reacting off. But yeah, we're gonna see what it do. It looks like it's gonna break lower though. Maybe gonna demo this shit just for funsies, but definitely not a trade I would take on any account. It looks good. It's looking like it's really switching order flow here, but definitely not doable. Oh my god, this sound breaks my ears. Now look how easy it is to set up a TP on TradingView and shit, bro. God damn. But yeah, this is probably the stream for today. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you especially for telling me about IC markets, bro. Oh, our entry got massively rejected, but thank you for telling me about IC markets, because that shit looks really good. Probably gonna transition at some point in the future. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's stream. We took that W on gold, and I'm gonna see you for New York. We might have some trades on New York, but we gotta really be careful at Trump speaks. We gotta really be careful. So yeah, I'm gonna see you for New York. I'm gonna get to editing, and yeah.